Me saying something good about Injustice 2? What kind of bizarro world do we live in? Now, about a week ago, I did a video talking about the things that I think MKX does better than MK11, and you guys seem to really like that video. Now, you may recall in that video, I said something about how it was hard for me to come up with a list for that video because overall, I don't really like MKX, and I think MK11 is still a better Mortal Kombat game. Well, I don't like Injustice 2 any better, and believe me, when I came up with one, can I even come up with two? But first, let me address something that a lot of people in my comments have been asking for, and that is, when are the live streams coming back? Let me do something special for this. Boom, there we go, some red lights in the background. So I will be back streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. Now here's why it's going to be better on Twitch rather than YouTube. The main purpose of the streams that I was doing here on YouTube was to talk Mortal Kombat with my viewers in real time. And for those who are in my live stream, you guys would know that sometimes we would talk about things that were off topic and we would be enjoying ourselves. And it was hard for me to say, all right, this is a Mortal Kombat stream, let's keep the focus on Mortal Kombat, because we would be enjoying ourselves talking about things that weren't Mortal Kombat related. And that's what my streams on Twitch are all going to be about. Yes, we're gonna be talking a lot about Mortal Kombat, but also there are no rules. We can talk about whatever the hell we want. So if you guys want to see me play other games and you guys want to talk about Mortal Kombat in real time or other things in real time, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch so you guys don't forget that I will be streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alrighty, so now let's talk about the things that I think Injustice 2 does better than Mortal Kombat 11. Starting with the first thing that I think Injustice 2 has over MK11, and that is premiere skins. I absolutely love the concept of premiere skins in Injustice 2, and I felt like they were missed when I played MK11, and there was no sort of premiere skin concept in that game. Like, I absolutely love playing as Bizarro as a premiere skin for Superman. I thought that was awesome, and I absolutely love the idea of some of the moves even being changed for what skin that you had in the game. I feel like you could have done that for Mortal Kombat 11. For example, I think everybody could have had, just for funsies, a meat premiere skin. I thought that would have been so awesome as a reference to Mortal Kombat 4, where everybody had a meat alternate skin in that game. Also for Johnny Cage, I think it would have been nice if we had a mocap premiere skin. As much as we joke around how mocap is the worst Mortal Kombat character and such, I don't think anybody would complain if mocap was a premiere skin for Johnny Cage. That would be awesome. Also, I think one of the reasons why I liked the premiere skins in Injustice 2 so much is that it was the closest thing we got to having actual skins in the game, because everything else was just mix and match gear, but premiere skins was just a pure simple skin. Alrighty, this next one I'm gonna talk about is gonna sound cheap and unfair. Yes, I know. And that thing is that Injustice 2 has the Ninja Turtles and Mortal Kombat 11 doesn't have the Ninja Turtles. I know it's cheap and unfair. I know. I legitimately do not think that Mortal Kombat is capable of having that level of wackiness for a guest character in their game. Like, you guys know me, I want Michael Myers. That would be the guest character that would get me so hyped. But if you look at it, you would think, okay, yes, Michael Myers kind of makes sense. A character like Ghostface would make sense. It wouldn't be that surprising. Even the guest characters that were a big surprise in Mortal Kombat's history, like Joker and Leatherface, we didn't see them coming, but they kind of make sense and they kind of fit. But did anybody think that the Ninja Turtles would be in Injustice 2? Legitimately, nobody saw it coming because nobody thought it was possible. I still remember being on the Discord call with my friends, watching the Fighter Pack 3 reveal and the Ninja Turtles coming out. I legitimately flipped the fuck out more than I could have even imagined. I really wish I recorded my reaction. But Jesus Christ, it was the most hype thing I have ever experienced. And this is coming from a guy who is not a Ninja Turtle fan. I don't care about the Ninja Turtles. I don't think Mortal Kombat is capable of having guest characters on that level. Yes, Michael Myers would get me extremely excited, but not on the same level as the Turtles. So that's what Injustice 2 has over MK11 for sure. This next one, I've seen a lot of people mention that they like about Injustice 2 more than they do in Mortal Kombat 11, and that is the way Injustice 2 handled alternate colors with their shaders. So you know how in Mortal Kombat 11 they kind of advertised the game as, look at how many skins we have over 1,000 skins in the game, but really they were just recolors of the same skin. They were just alternate colors of the same skin for every skin that the character had. And honestly, I don't really think I liked that at all. I kind of liked how it was in Injustice 2, where you could pick whatever color that you wanted for a specific skin. It didn't take up a costume slot for the character. Now, there wasn't really any costumes in Injustice 2, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Also, personally, I think it's kind of a cheap way to say that there are thousands or hundreds of costumes for the characters, when really the majority of them are just alternate colors of a specific costume. I feel like you could have saved a lot more resources if you just brought back the shaders and you were very clear on what actually is a different costume in this game. I'm not mad that we have alternate colors for different costumes in Mortal Kombat 11. This is something that I wanted, but it was just not in the form that I wanted it to be in, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. This next one, I'm gonna be a little bit more light on and a little bit more careful because it has to do with gameplay. Now, overall, I do like the gameplay in MK11 more than I do in Injustice 2, but specifically in Injustice 2, I like playing Sub-Zero a lot more in that game than I do in MK11. In MK11, I feel like all I really have to do is just have my opponent guess between blocking overhead and low. So basically, playing Mortal Kombat X again, and I don't like being reminded of MKX's gameplay. But in Injustice 2, it's not really like that. I kind of can do whatever I want, and I can kind of go crazy with the ice clones and the multiple ice clones and stuff like that. I just feel like I'm a lot more freer as a Sub-Zero player in Injustice 2 more than I am in MK11, because in MK11 I feel like I have to stick to one specific playstyle. Now, there is a playstyle for Sub-Zero in Injustice 2, but I feel like I kind of can do more. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I felt like I did have more combos with Sub-Zero in Injustice 2 more than MK11. Now, I'm not 100% on board with the whole MK11 has no combos theme, because I don't feel like people are really using the combo word right. I'll maybe talk about that in another video. And I understand as a Scarlet and Liu Kang player, I do have combos because those characters do have combos, so it's kind of easy for me to say, but still, I know what you guys are trying to say, but I don't think I'm fully on board. But I am fully on board with Sub-Zero and Injustice 2 having the combos, and Sub-Zero and MK11 not really having those combos. But I do know that Injustice 2 did something right with making me a Sub-Zero main when I have never been a Sub-Zero main in my life. That could be because I'm not much of an Injustice guy, I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy, so the Mortal Kombat characters in the Injustice games kind of keep me going. But I did think to myself, if Sub-Zero was not fun to play in Injustice 2, would I be a Sub-Zero main? And I don't think I would be. So how many things did I come up with about Injustice 2 for this video? It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. I can't really think of much good things to say about Injustice 2. Believe me guys, I do think MK11 is a better game than the other two games that came before it. How about this guys? How about you guys let me know what you guys think Injustice 2 did better than MK11. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a big thumbs up and subscribe for all things Mortal Kombat. Alrighty guys, I will see you all in the next video.